It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Right, so from motoring, we're turning our attention to our oceans. We're wrapping up Ocean Week, and over the past while, we've had so much fun just learning a little bit more about our oceans. And one thing is absolutely clear, our oceans and the life within it, it deserves our attention, our protection, and everything that we need to do to care for them, to make sure that we can sustain our beautiful oceans. Now, when it comes to adventure, I mean, nothing, stops at, the deep blue ocean. We're talking about heart-inducing adrenaline. There's a lot that can go wrong. There's a lot that you can expect from the ocean. And we're talking this morning about a brand new show premiering on SABC3. It's called Ocean Adventure. It starts on Sunday on SABC3 at 7:30. We have David de Villiers with us to just tell us a little bit more about what we can expect. David, lovely to have you in studio, man.
Thanks for having me.
Listen, I'm just reading these stats here. You've literally accumulated 140,000 blue water miles. You've circumnavigated the globe 6 times. You clearly have a love for the oceans. Where does this love come from? What keeps you going back?
I grew up here in the Cape, and from tiny tot being on the beach, playing in the water, it's just evolved from there. First thing I wanted to do when I left school was go sailing. To my parents' discontent, they wanted me to go study. I said I was going to go to sea, and I've never looked back. So it's taken me to some incredible places around the world. I've spent about 20 years trying to find different areas that I want to go and explore. And I've settled back here in Cape Town, and Cape Town is home, always been home, and we have incredible waters around here. I mean, the Cape of Storms gives you every adventure you could possibly want. You get beautiful days where, it's just...
Beautiful flat oceans.
Exactly, where you bring out the pina colada and the tunes are playing, and then you have the next day, which, you got a raging gale and you wish you weren't born, So
Exactly.
It really gives you a mix of everything. And on top of that, we've got huge biodiversity here. I think we're third in the world of marine biodiversity. We have a massive plankton system here that supports the ecosystem. So in that way, we're so fortunate. I mean, we've got wildlife aplenty up and down the coastline.
Yeah.
We've got the sardine run, which is the biggest biomass spectacle migration on Earth that happens once a year. So we really are fortunate here. We are spoiled for choice for ocean adventure.
I stick to my guns when I say we do live in one of the most beautiful countries in the world, and that's including our oceans as well. We know we're very excited about the brand new show starting, Ocean Adventure, like I mentioned, Sunday, 7:30 on SABC3 as the season premiere. What can we expect, man? What is this show all about?
The show is about, we've got a team of highly skilled freedivers that take ordinary people on extraordinary adventures. So we take people that want to go and experience a close encounter with a big animal. We train them up, get them ready, get them confident, and then get them in the water and have a safe encounter with a big marine mammal. So we've got people diving with sharks, diving with whales, and for all of them, it's a once-in-a-lifetime and a life-changing opportunity. And that's my driving passion. I've had all these experiences that have been so fulfilling to me, and now just finding ways to share it,
I love it, and it takes, of course, place. We have some of the episodes been shot down here in the Cape of Good Hope, and all around the coastline, I presume.
The first 3 episodes are around Cape Town, and it proved challenging. Cape Town delivered in terms of, as we spoke of, it was good weather the one day, foul weather the next day.
Typical Cape Town.
So the filming was challenging, but it's, as they say, it's when things go wrong, that's when the adventure begins.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of fun filming it, and the guests we had on board, I mean, they had incredible encounters.
That's it. Well, you know what? I'm going to give you my number because this is definitely one of my bucket list, free diving with some large, ocean mammals. I want to ask you also, going through Marine Week, we know that we need to respect our oceans because it's not something that you play around with. You've been on the ocean for quite some time. What are some of the hairiest experiences that you've encountered? And also, what is your message to the public out there in terms of protecting our oceans?
By far, my worst experience was getting caught in a hurricane. That was 1995 in the North Atlantic. So it was 3 days of severe punishment, but a huge learning curve, and we came through unscathed. So nowadays, the forecasting and all the information you have at your disposal can keep it a lot safer. I mean, you have, if you're doing coastal sailing around Cape Town, there are so many weather services that are very good. And by paying attention and, just heeding to the advice, you can keep yourself out of trouble.
That's it. Well, I think one thing, don't take chances when it comes to the ocean.
You
Know
have
exactly
to
what
respect
you're
it. It's a
doing.
very powerful force, and you know, it's you got to really respect it, as you say.
Yeah. That's it. David, listen, thank you so much for joining us this morning. I mean, we can't wait for the season premiere tonight. Lovely
you.
to meet you. Lovely to meet you. I'm going to
Thanks
come
for
back to
having
you
me.
afterwards, though. That's the season premiere on Sunday, 7:30 p.m. on SABC3. It's called Ocean Adventure, and it showcases the beauty of our South African oceans. Check it out. Let's find out what is still ahead on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.